Guys, it's showtime. All right? We got a lot to go over. I didn't do a video last week. I just don't have time. I've been trying to last week I tried to do it at like 3 in the morning, but you couldn't see me because it was still dark out, and I don't have what am I gonna get? Some kind of lighting? I don't know how to do that. Maybe I'll figure it out, but so we're doing it now. We got the day off today, so you know, is what it is. I spent $90 US dollars last month at the little food service thing at work, like the little vending machines, or the little hey, you want a ham sandwich? That's $5. Oh, hey, you forgot to pack your lunch today, you need a soda? That's $2.50. Oh, hey, you want a Red Bull? That's $5. It's ridiculous. So my goal was this month of September to spend $0 at work on food. I've already failed. I forgot to bring my Red Bull. I'm already in $5, but we're gonna start off. If that's it for the rest of the month, we're gonna put $20 in the game fund. How you like that? How you like those apples, huh? I'm doing it. We ain't spending no more money, all right? At the food place at work. Next on the list, guys, I'm getting buried by Japanese eBay guys. The prices are ridiculous. Everything I buy, according to eBay sold and price charting, every purchase I've made so far is basically like the highest this item's ever sold for. The Super Aleste, I think I was like, if I wasn't the highest, it was like the second or third highest sale of all time, you know? And according to price charting, it was the highest sale of all time. I only saw one that sold for more on eBay on sold listings. So then when I bought the 4, that was a pretty good deal. I feel like that was a pretty decent deal. But, you know, they're just, the guy I bought the Super Aleste from, he had some more games that I was looking at, and I'm like, hey man, will you give me a discount if I bundle up some games? And he was like, yeah, I'll give you a discount. I'll give you $10 off the shipping. He's already charging $20 a pop for each game. So if I buy more, you give me $10 off. So what if I buy 2 instead of $40 shipped, it's $30. And I'm buying like $400 or $500 worth of, you know, three or if I buy 3-4 games, we're talking up $500-600. There's no discount, $10 off. I said, no, I'm a good customer. I bought that Super Aleste from me. He goes, I remember, no discount. I've sold $3,000, no discount. I'm like, well, I guess that answers that question. I ain't spending $3,000, and he's telling me he didn't give a discount to that guy who spent $3,000 with him. So that put a bad taste in my mouth. I'm like, this guy's got nice games and they're in good condition, but I mean, the one he sent us, the Super Aleste, it wasn't as nice a condition as it appeared to be, and he didn't disclose that it had that crease. So I'm thinking, you know what? Keep them, buddy. Keep them. No discount at all. Find another way. So, you know, then I'm looking at Super Potato, and I did buy something from Super Potato. I got one, but they didn't come off. I'm like, hey, how about a deal this? Nope. It came down like 5%. You know, I had showed them like 2 or 3 games, and they were like, they come down like nothing, about $5-10 on like $400-500 worth of games. I'm like, okay. And so what happened was I just went, they sent me off, I sent them offers and they responded with offers. And I just, for some reason, they went I just took the cheapest one, and it happened to be one of the better ones. I'm like, okay, well, you came off like $15 on this one, so this is the one I'm going to take. And I sent the guy that we bought the 4 games from, I sent him the list. I'm like, all right, I got a list. He's like, oh, let me see it. You know, maybe we can do something. Haven't heard back from him. But another guy, he had a game, and so now, and there's just tons of scammers. The Japanese, I mean, I thought they were like noble or something, but nah. I mean, people are people, right? They're scamming left and right. I mean, I went and tried to purchase a Famicom game for myself, and this person I was like, can you send me a picture, you know, some better pictures? He sends me some stuff, you know, some photos, and then I'm looking, and I'm like, these are photos from somebody else's listing. Then I look at that person's listings. It's a scam. You know, you can just tell it's a scam by the photos. It's like, I don't know, it's weird. And they'll have this person had 1,000 good feedback, but it was all like from the same, it would be clumps of the same person, like clumps of the same user, like 10, 15 clumped up. And they were all for like 3 cents, like a sticker he was selling. And I'm like, that's fake, you know? And so I asked this other guy, he had a Oshiberry, a Parodius. So I'm like, hey, can you send over a picture with your username and date? Sends it right over with a smiley face, says hello on the note. I'm like, okay, we're dealing with we can work with this, right? So I'm like, hey man, you know, it's hard to find a legit seller. He's like, yeah, if they don't send you something as simple as a date and a username, then I wouldn't mess with them. So his Oshiberry, I said, you got one in better condition? And he was like, not right now. He goes, I can try to find one for you. And I said, man, I got a list. He's like, send it over. I send him the list. He's like, I got like 10 of them. I just went online and bought like 10 of them. I'm like, online. I said, I've been looking on eBay for these things and I can't find them. He goes, he's buying them on Japanese sites. How do I find these Japanese sites? Why do I need a middleman for the Japanese sites? Why I can't Google these games and the Japanese site pop up? Maybe I should try it. But I'm like, maybe you have to be Japanese or there's some kind of passcode. I don't know. But he said he ripped off like 10 of them. I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, we'll see what kind of condition they are when they come in. I'm like, all right. He said, you need the reg card with them? I'm like, nah. I said, nicest box as nice as you can get, manual and cart. He said, okay. So, I mean, he's got some bangers. We'll see what happens. I don't know how I feel about getting them all at once, you know? That might be a little less fun, but we'll see what happens. I probably can't afford them all at once. I'll tell him that. I'll say, hey, look, man, I didn't know you were going to go get them all at once. I buy them 2 or 3 at a time, maybe, or, you know, maybe we have to see what we can do, you know? Anyway, so Super Potato comes in. All right, check this out. Super Potato comes in. I mean, the service paid out the freaking yanger, but the service is nice. And look, I mean, there's Konami everywhere. I'm looking at the list, I'm like, it's just splattered Konami everywhere. All right. I mean, what am I, a Konami fanboy now? I love Konami? I don't know. Anyway. Let me take it out of the box. You probably couldn't even see that. The glare was so terrible. You could probably see my Big Mac on the dash. I'm reflecting. And I gotta say, it's clean. Super Potato's like, you know, the famous, it's like what? I don't know what to compare it to in the States, but it's like, you know, it's like the Super Potato store. Okay, everybody knows about it. It's like, I don't know, maybe like a Pink Gorilla or something like that. I don't know. Is Pink Gorilla even a thing? So, I'm real excited about this, by the way. This is awesome. I'm not joking. This is awesome. I was grinning from ear to ear when I come in. I paid 200. You know what? We're gonna start going exact numbers because we're gonna end up losing $100, $100 if I keep rounding up. So 198 shipped out the door. You know, Uncle Sam got his 198. But man, I was grinning from ear to ear when I got this, when I come in, and it's in good shape. I mean, it's in really nice shape. It's really nice. So we got Axelay. I have no idea, no clue about that game. I've never played it. I hear it's really good. It's got some kind of fancy vertical scrolling graphics, or like pseudo 3D. I don't even know what that means. Pseudo 3D. Something fancy. It's probably going to make me sick. It's probably going to get me motion sick. I'm probably going to have to take Dramamine to play that game. Dramamine? But, I mean, the collection is starting to pop. Super Aleste. And now Axelay. Oh my gosh. We have Poppin' Twinbee and Gradius 3. Oh my gosh. It's just concentrated shooter badassness. Disagree. I dare you. You can't. And I mean, that's the absolutely, completely free Super Famicom Shooter Collection Project. An homage to my Japanese bloodline. My gosh. It is awesome. It feels so awesome, and it's so fun. If we got like the hookup with this guy, it's going to be great. Either way, it's going to be fun. Even if I spend a buttload of money, it's free. It's all free. We've spent $600 now? As I adding it up, I'm like, gosh dang, we've spent $600. So we have potentially a collection worth $600 already. Actually more, because the one chip's probably worth like $1.25, right? The collection's probably worth like $675 then. Oh my gosh. It's awesome. We've got a collection value estimate of $675 for free. That's what I'm talking about, baby. So check this out. We went to the bins a couple weeks. I can't even remember when it was. It was 2 weeks ago, I think. Anyway, I'm in there for 5 minutes, right? They're rolling the new bins out. I'm like, okay. I step right up into a new slot of bins that they just roll out. They say, ready, set, go. You go. Boom. I'm digging. The first minute and a half, I pull out this oh man, just killer WWF Attitude Era jersey of The Rock with the Brahma Bull on the front, and on the back it says, know your role and shut your mouth. I mean, a minute and a half in, I pull this bad boy out, right? I throw it over my shoulder. One of the local cool kids that is digging in there all the time, he goes, man, he goes, he goes, nah, can I see that piece? I was like, yeah, check it out. He goes, I'll buy it off you right now. And I said, well, let me think about it. And so, I mean, I'm 5 minutes in, and he goes to digging some more, and I'm go to digging some more, and I'm looking up comps on eBay. It was a little battered, but sometimes, you know what? I messed up because I'm like, it's kind of beat up, but sometimes that makes it's cooler, right? The cool kids are like, oh, it's kind of beat up. It's cooler. So I'm thinking, it's kind of beat up. Like really nice ones with the tag were listed at 75, selling for like 60. So he comes back. He's like, well, what do you think? And I go, man, I think I can get 35 for it pretty easy. He goes, I'll give you 35 right now. I'm like, let's do it, $35. So he sends over Venmo's $35. I give him the shirt. Man, it was cool. I'll put a picture of it up because I took a picture of it. It was the coolest jersey, man. I almost thought about keeping it and taking it to the con because we're going to set a table up at the convention, have us a booth, and sell a bunch of stuff. I think that's how I'm going to do things from now on. I'm not going to sell. I don't want to sell on eBay. It's a bunch of BS to ship all the stuff. Like maybe some not video games anyway, but maybe like some junk we pick up real cheap like that. I might have sold it on eBay. But anyway, I think we're just going to collect any video game stuff we find. We're just going to pack it in, and once a year we're going to go to this convention, have us a booth. Boom. That's how we're going to do the video game stuff. But anyway, I thought about keeping it for the convention. Maybe putting like a $50 price tag on it because it was so cool, man. I almost kept it. I was like, man, I think I'm gonna keep it. And but he said, I'll give you 35 right now. And I was like, you know what? I've been here 5 minutes. Just give me the 35 bucks. Let's go. I'm out of here. I didn't even buy anything. I just walked in, picked that, sold it to the kid, walked out. 10 minutes. Actually, I stuck around and dug a little bit. And when I left I'm sitting there digging, right? And I'm digging. There's a lady next to me. I'm digging. I'm throwing stuff over. She's right next to me. I threw a thing of clothes over. I completely missed. She yanks up this 1993 Chicago Bulls t-shirt, single stitched with the freaking bull. I'm like, okay, I'm going home. I'm going home now. Could have been a $70 day, real easy, but it was a large, so it might have been a medium. The size was a little bit. Not, anyway. We went to Dusty's and offloaded some DVDs. Dusty's. So that's a plus $3.50. Okay. So we go now to the Super Nintendo motherboard. I bought a Super Nintendo motherboard on Facebook group, $40 shipped. I get it because I got a super clean shell laying around. So we're going to take $40 out of the funds for that. And I'll put a picture of the Super Nintendo down here that we're going to sell at the con. So we're $40 in on the Super Nintendo. Whatever we can, we got Donkey Kong Country 2. Maybe we'll slap that bad boy in there. We got controllers from a dang had a ton of controllers in it. Lots been paid for. These controllers are free. We're slamming them in there. Power supply, AV, it's all free. We're slamming it together. We're in for $40. So Super Nintendo, I'm gonna try to get 80 for it. Maybe 100. Maybe I'll slap 100 on there on Sunday. If it don't sell on Sunday, drop it down to 80. Take whatever offer, 75, 70. Make $30. Do it. I lost $1.40. I know something else I picked out of the bins that day. It was Cleveland Indians with the Chief something or another. I didn't calculate it was going to cost me $8.50 to ship a t-shirt because I had to go to the post office I ran out of ink, so I had to go to the post office. Didn't get the discount on eBay, so that ended up costing me. I lost $1.40. Also lost $30 because we're trying to pick up a CRT TV. And there was this a Tau SX. And so these are nice TVs, right? Anyway, I'm like, I see it on Facebook. I'm like, hey, would you take $20? okay, that sounds good. I had to get my dad. I gave him $10 for gas to drive out and get this thing with me. I pick it up. I didn't really look at it. I just grabbed it and left. When I get home, I'm looking at the screen. I'm like, what is going on? Was that dust or something? And I'm looking, and I start looking, and the dust don't come off. I'm looking closer, and the damn QVC channel is burnt into the screen. I'm not joking. Grandma was watching QVC 24/7 because it is QVC, the little square on the side with the price and the shipping, burnt into the screen. So there's $30 down the drain, guys, because that's going straight to the recycle place. I ain't even gonna mess with it. It's clear as day. It's like the TV's off. You can see that it's QVC channel. So we're down $30 on that. I don't know what that puts us at. I don't know what that what were we at? 624? We're at 624. Okay, 624 minus 200. 424 plus 2, 426. 426 plus 35, 431, 461. 461 with the rock jersey, minus 40 for the motherboard, 421, minus 30 for the QVC channel, 391, minus $1.40 for the shirt, 389.60. 389.60. Is that right? So we still got $389.60 in the funds for the collection. And we have a collection, what did I say, 386? Is that right? It was 389.60. Sorry, I'm full of storage. And I was sweating, so I turned the AC on. You can probably hear it, but I'll try to talk louder. But that was basically it. And yeah, we got a new one from Super Potato. We're trying to find a hookup on the the Super Famicom games. All right. And let me just say, that Final Fight 2 game, woo! Look, we might have a bunch of Konami in the collection, but that's the game I've been playing the most. I've been playing it with 2-player. We're loving it. The fam is loving it, okay? And let me tell you, the graphics, that might be the best beat 'em up I've ever played. I'm not a Turtles guy. I mean, as far as beat 'em up goes, I liked Batman Returns on Super Nintendo, and like Double Dragon. I like Double Dragon. But this freaking Final Fight 2 game is, come on, Hagar, he's just a brute force. He does this spinning pile drive where he jumps like 15 feet in the air, is spinning around and just pile drives people. It's fantastic. And he does a suplex that just is like bone crushing. He picks people up and headbutts them. You can pick a guy up, suplex. I can do it over and over and over. That game is awesome. The graphics are fantastic. The music is amazing. We got a Capcom beat 'em up. Getting more time, more gameplay time than the Konami shooters. So Konami, take a step back, all right? Just because you got 3 shooters in the collection already, you're not drawing me in like this Final Fight 2. What a game. It's got me thinking I should get Final Fight Guy. I don't even know what that is. I don't. I mean, of course I know what it is. Like, oh, Final Fight Guy. It's such a awesome, rare, collectible game. That's all I know about it. I've never played it. I don't even know what it is. Is it the same game? What is Final Fight 2 in America? Is it anything? Is there... I don't know. But anyway, the Final Fight 2 game is awesome. It is awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome. So yeah, that's what's been going on. I've been playing Final Fight 2. Not any shooters. I played Super OLS and it's fun. It was fun, but man, I popped in this Final Fight. It's still in there. It hasn't come out since I popped it in. I haven't been able to beat it yet. But I've only put like, I probably put an hour in so far. But what a game. How many stages? I've got pretty far too. I'm like, man, I'm like 5th or 6th stage here. What's going on? But we got an awesome collection. I'll do a little shot of what we got so far. It's just nothing but like Gabby. We're getting Gabby Jade over here, just with the Gabby J. Gabby J. It was like Gabby J. Yay! Yay! Oh man, Gabby J. I wonder if they got Super Famicom edition of that. I already have the American version. All right, well, got nothing else to say.